Hello, good morning, everyone. Here I am with Father Yves Olinger from Luxembourg, and we just wanted to have a chat. He had been here for last 20 days, like in Sri Lanka. So I thought of having a chat with him and to know about his experience. So, Father, would you like to tell something about you?
My name is Yves Olinger. I come from Luxembourg, which is a small country in Europe next to France, Germany and Belgium. We roughly have 650,000 people living in Luxembourg, and for the moment I am priest of the Archdiocese of Luxembourg, studying in Germany on the topic of catechesis, the transmission of faith.
Thank you very much, Father. Very important, valuable informations. So, what is the purpose of your visit to Sri Lanka?
My purpose is in fact that I come from an area where the Catholics were for a long time a large majority, and so the transmission of faith is now changing a lot back home, because it is not anymore the case that all Catholics get raised up in faith, and that also that the Catholics baptize their children. So the transmission of faith becomes completely different, and this might become closer to a country like Sri Lanka, where the Catholic faith is not a majority but a minority, and where the transmission works in the communities. So for me it was a part of my project of studies to see a country where the transmission of faith works differently than what I am used to back home in Luxembourg.
Well, I think the ideas are very clear. So, basing on this comment, I would like to know whether you are happy with regard to the transmission of faith in Sri Lanka. If it is so, what are the things that you have gathered through being a minority Catholics and the way we do transmission of faith? Whether you're happy, and what are the things that you have collected?
Yeah. First of all, it was a great opportunity to visit different realities here in Sri Lanka, especially in the Diocese of Ratnapura, together with Father Harry, as he is the director of catechesis in this diocese. We also had the opportunity to meet the national director of catechesis, and so get a glimpse on the challenges and also the opportunities they have on that level. For me, what I see from my humble perspective after these few days I stayed here was that in Sri Lanka the transmission of faith works well, because the focus is I assume a lot on the families. When I go to a parish and I ask the parish priest how many Christians live here, we in Luxembourg would roughly say the population and then a percentage of that, or we would talk about those attending Mass on Sunday. But here parish priests always say we have 150 families, we have 400 families. So the parish priest and also the Christian community, they know about the families, they care about the families, and they also try to visit them on a regular basis and pay attention to the families, which are the core of transmission of faith in Sri Lanka. A second thing which caught my attention was the fact that there are a lot of programs here which focus on youth as leaders. The youth are the leaders for the transmission of faith, for catechesis, when they become 18, 19, 20, and they become real leaders who are in charge of the transmission of faith to those who have the same age and all, but also to those who are younger, and with that also to carry on the faith in their families and communities. So these are two major points that struck my attention. So the family and the leadership of the youth. And then a third point, which is minor importance, but also struck my attention, was the fact that in Sri Lanka, when you know something about the faith, this is valorized also by diplomas given by the state, like the Bible exams you have. These are then also things which can be used outside of the church too, and so the faith reaches out in the non-faith domain too. But the two most important things were the role of the youth and the focus on the families.
Thank you very much, Father Yves. It was really enriching. You are correct that always the parish priests, they say the number of the families, and when we ask about their parishes, this is a fact. Of course, I think we also did not know that indirectly we focus on families. So you have given us an idea, an impression, and also the youth leadership is very important at this juncture of the history, and also our collaboration with the state, or the state collaborates with the church. So these are the three dimensions that you have remembered us, and I think we can focus for our future mission. So thank you very much for coming to Sri Lanka and choosing Sri Lanka, and hope we have treated you well. And Sri Lanka is always a very hospitable country. So with a lot of gratitude, I also thank you for being with me these days, and I learned a lot from you. You are a very simple, humble person, and you had a great capacity to adapt yourself to different places and different realities. So thank you very much, and I wish you all the very best. All the very best for your exams and for your future and for your thesis. So God bless you, and come again to Sri Lanka and see you somewhere in the world, some part of the world. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to us. Have a nice day. God bless.
God bless.